I have a question for you, Kirsche, and I know that you're kind of in an inebriated state right
No,
now.
I'm good, bro. Trust me, I'm good.
From
Okay.
your perspective.
Yep. All right. So since you're so good, I
Yeah.
have to ask you about a tweet you put out a couple days ago, if you don't mind.
Sure. I don't remember it.
I know you have no idea what I'm talking about right
I have
now.
no idea what you're talking about.
What's going on with you and Mythic right
That's a
here?
great fucking question.
Because you say you genuinely have no idea what's going on. Like, are you
I
with
don't.
them?
I mean, I guess not. I guess not. I changed like my email back, and I have no idea what's going on. It seems like they're trying to offload certain types of creators. Maybe I'm not really sure. I thought I had no issues with like anything, but after Grimmy came out with her allegations, I mean, I said like it's a good idea, regardless of whether you think whatever she's saying is true or not. It's a good idea to ask for your paperwork, right? Ask for your contracts, ask for your stuff. Why is everybody laughing? What's
Because
happening?
Jake just sent me something funny.
I was like, what did I do? I feel like I'm talking normally right now.
Go. Yes, continue, Kirsche. Go ahead. Yes, I'm sorry.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. It's very weird. And I mean it's compoundly weird because Asmon separated with them back in like 2024. It's like what was that performative post that they made? That doesn't make any sense. And after Grimmy's thing, it's a good idea to reach out and be like, hey, can I see my contracts? Can I see the negotiations? That's a good thing. I went to a couple of sponsors who like I had worked with prior to joining Mythic, and I had gone to Mythic and been like, hey, these are people I worked with before. They reached out and wanted to work with me again. I know my sponsors have to go through you guys. So here's their contact info. Reach out to them, see what they wanted to do for a sponsor. And I was told that they were reached out to, and I reached out to these people after Grimmy's thing, and they were like, yeah, we never had anyone from Mythic reach out to us for you. And I was like, that's kind of weird, actually.
So when was the last time you actually had any conversation or any sort of dialogue with the agency that's supposed to be representing you?
I mean, a few weeks ago, like they haven't been like super ghosting me, but it's like when I'm trying to figure out what's going on, I'm like, hey, can I like what is exactly happening? And they give me some like corpo speak, like, oh well, we're readjusting how things are going internally, but we're still gonna be like bringing you sponsors and stuff, and it's just like what does that mean? I don't what like how are things changing? And they're like, oh, it's just changing internally and like the processes with which we do things and how that's handled. It's like it's internal. It's not anything to do with you. We're still like if there's stuff that lines up, we're still gonna bring you stuff. And it's like what the fuck is like it doesn't make any sense. And I even was like, can we just cut the corpo speak and just tell me what the fuck is going on?
Right.
And I guess not. So I gave up. I gave up on asking. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what is happening.
So you said over like the last thing that was brought to you was actually you brought to them, right?
Yeah, so I had 3 sponsorships last year. I did one with Core Punk, and that was brought by Mythic. I got my like extended Starforge sponsorship that was also brought by Mythic. And then I brought Fish Tank to them, and Fish Tank was the last sponsor that I had as well. And like anytime I would ask, I would just get the like, oh, we haven't received a response, like we can't get anyone to respond to us. Oh, which is also weird because when I reached out to a couple of sponsors that they had supposedly reached out to, who said that they in fact didn't, it's just like these were people who both reached out to me at first and then responded to me almost immediately when I reached out to them. So it's like what's going on there? And on one of my streams last week, I've talked openly about my experience trying to join Mythic multiple times, but I rehashed it after the Grimmy stuff because I had a hard time getting into Mythic in the first place because the woman manager who I was talking to at first, like she added me on Discord. We were talking about how, the process would kind of go, and then she just randomly unfriended me and I couldn't reach back out to her. And so I sent, a couple of emails and she's like, oh, we're actually not onboarding any more creators at this time, which was a lie because they then onboarded multiple creators after that email was sent to me. And so I reached out to them again multiple times. I'm like, hey, like, it's fine if you don't want to work with me, but I don't want to be like left, in the ether. Just say that like, hey, we can't have like someone with your content, which wouldn't make sense to me because it was owned by Asmongold. And there are people far more controversial than me under that banner. So it wouldn't have made sense, but it's like I would have at least had closure. And so I guess maybe they just got too many people in positions of management at Mythic, and they were able to fucking get Asmund to leave his own company. They're able to push out people that they perceive as bad and wrong think, and it's just really unfortunate because I was hoping that as it's Asmund's company, it would be something insulated and more immune to cancel culture tactics than other places.
It was not.
Yeah,
It was
unfortunately.
not. Yeah.
Sorry if that was confusing. I tried my best to explain.
In your inebriated state, and I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I tried my best, but I wish I knew what was going on, but I fucking don't.
Jake, you ever had a talent agent before?
No.
No? Okay, I wasn't sure.
I usually stay away from those types of things. I like to
Good for
remain
you.
independent.
All right, good for you. Good for you. Well, Kirsche, I want to get your thoughts on something else here. There's a Japanese agency that has trademarked a new VTuber called an Xtuber. Have you seen this?
I saw that.
Yeah.
I
It
saw that,
refers-
and the first thing that came to mind was there's a whole bunch of people who are VTuber purists who are like VTubing should have never left Japan. You know, I mean, I appreciate that it can because I like VTubing, but I also understand their perspective and how they think that like Western VTubing has kind of ruined the medium. I can definitely see their argument there, so it's not like I bash these people too hard. But like, it's very interesting that there are all these VTuber purists that are like, it shouldn't have left Japan. Everything's better in Japan. All these Western whore tubers who show their flesh faces. And now, like the first instance of an Xtuber where it's like, okay, they're going to be a VTuber as well as a flesh tuber happens in Japan. I just think that's really ironic.
So
Well, it's because the Japanese are always they're obsessed with Western culture.
Yeah, yeah.
This is why I don't understand this argument where it's like it has to remain Japanese. Like, have you ever fucking been to Japan or Tokyo or played or watched or consumed any of their media or movies or what? Like they are obsessed with American Western culture.
Oh, absolutely. I
It's
mean,
like
I think that there are
primary
some good
focus.
things. Some good things that you can draw from idol culture influencing VTubing, right? I've also been kind of like, yeah, if you're a VTuber, like the point is to have a little character, right? Like you don't show your flesh as much as you possibly can because you're playing a character, you know? Like
So is it Xtuber as in cross tuber as in you cross
you're
between...
crossing virtual and flesh, yeah.
Yeah. I guess that only really works if you're hot, I guess. Because if you're a big gigantic wheezing fat sea monster, and
I'd watch a
then-
sea monster.
Right, but then you have like a really sexy big titty VTuber model. Like I feel like the viewship's probably gonna be quite different between those two streams, probably.
It entirely depends. I guess like in Japan, Bobby Nikus aren't looked upon in the same way as they are in the West. And there's also like a Bobby Niku VTuber is more like I'm a guy, I just like playing a female like persona.
Yeah.
They're not like trying to push any like Western ideology stuff onto it. Whereas like in the West, it's just like, oh, that's a man voice coming from a woman, and I'm probably about to hear some shit.
That's what Rev does, right? Rev says Destiny.
Rev does it as like a joke though. It's like a
Right.
bit.
I love Rev. I've watched his
Rev is
stuff.
fucking great, dude.
Yeah.
should get you guys on the show together.
I mean, it would be an honor. I love that guy.
Yeah, it's fun. Well, do you plan on ever doing any X tubing, Kirsche?
I think the closest I would ever get is like I really like what Onigiri does with her cooking streams, and I would like to do something like that as well. She has like a really cool green screen setup where it shows her model, but like her real life arms come through where her model arms should be and show her doing like the cooking stuff. It's really cool.